Okay, girls, I want you to text me and let me know that you can see me. I'm going to check my phone real quick to make sure that everybody is on. So I'm just looking at my phone right now to see if y'all are. Pat's going to have my phone in just a minute, but I need you to text me and tell me if you can see me and if you can hear me. Okay? So just text me if you can see me. Okay, you guys, I need you to text me if you can see me. Everybody tell me.
Call number one.
This is it. Black House. No, this is number one. Okay, Pam said she can see and hear me. Okay, Kristen can see me. Sorry, you guys, I'm just texting a few people. Okay. Okay, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and start. Some of you can see me, some of you can't. I don't know why it's a difficult thing that we're trying to get all this figured out, but hopefully we will get all the kinks worked out. I was just here playing with the new Cityscape perfume. Don't you guys love how this smells? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so I want to apologize in advance for the way I sound and the way I look. I have been sick pretty much since we got home from seminar, and I just have not felt great today, and so took a little nap earlier, and so I'm not looking my very, very okay. I do have my cute little t-shirt that says Bridges Believers Love Lipstick. So I'm supporting. I'm just not 100%. So I apologize that I don't look. I'm looking at myself. Ooh, okay. So good thing this is only for my select girls that is going to see this. Look, not the World Wide Web. Okay. So you guys, I wanted to really start tonight. Let me grab my little notebook around here. Okay. These next 4 calls are, well, let me say this. I feel like in Mary Kay sometimes we can be overtrained, that we overcomplicate because we have way too much training. And so this business Mary Kay built on booking appointments, selling products, coaching the hostess, and recruiting people. I mean, that's what it was about. It was about booking, selling, and recruiting, really. And so we overcomplicate it a lot because we get so many ideas and so many things to do. And that's why I created the party book, because that way it's super simple. Well, I didn't create it. I wasn't the original creator, but I edited it for our unit for what we do. And so you guys, I just really felt like that these next 4 weeks, the best support that I could give you is to focus on a few key things. Emotional management, financial management, time management, and talk some about skills. But primarily, we're focusing on those key aspects of our business to keep you emotionally grounded and centered for where you need to be right now for your business. So I want to start tonight with telling you a little bit about the emotional side of what you're about to venture into. A lot of you on this hangout have made the decision to either become a sales director, drive a free car with Mary Kay, to earn your red jacket, and to really make a financial impact for your family. And I could not be more excited for you, but it is going to be a level of confidence, this calm confidence that you're going to have going into these weeks ahead for your business. And so something that I was looking at as I was getting ready for this call is I want you to think about confidence for just a minute. And I want you to think right now, with where you are right now on a scale from 1 to 10, what would be your confidence level in your ability to achieve what you want by Christmas. You guys, we have 5 months before Christmas. I want you guys to know that literally anything can happen in 5 months. You can have a car in your driveway for Christmas. You can be going with me to Hollywood. Literally, you guys, like that is totally up to you and how committed you are to those next 5 months of your life. That short 5 months that I gave to my business when I started Mary Kay changed our life forever. I mean, that was 5 months, was a little blip on the radar, but made a huge impact. And so you guys, I can promise you, if you will really hunker down, make that commitment, work your business out of commitment, not out of emotion, and truly, truly go into it with a confidence, knowing that you represent the #1 company in America, knowing that you represent the best opportunity in America, and knowing that you are going to make this happen and that people want to go with you. That is what you're looking for. That is that kind of quiet confidence on the inside of like, whether she tells me no, whether she tells me yes, I don't care. I have to move on because I've got somewhere to be. And it is Hollywood. So I want you to rate right now. Let's go from 1 to 10. What would be your confidence level right now in the ability to be able to achieve that goal in the next 5 months? Okay. So I just want you to write that number down somewhere on your paper. Doesn't matter. Just write that down. Okay. Now, I want to tell you guys something. Why do I think that we can birth this national area in the next 18 months? Well, here's why. Because it has been done, and it has been done, and it has been done. And I feel like, and I believe that God has brought us to this place at this time with the right women that want to make that goal a reality, to change their family situation, to birth this national area. And you know, you guys, it was funny. I was watching. Kristen Sharp is a national sales director that I really respect and admire. She has great work ethic. She's all about the party. She's out in the field with her people. I just really love her style and the way she works her business. And I was watching how she treated her top 5 sales directors, which, by the way, our unit would have been #1 in her area had we been in a national area. It was crazy. I mean, the celebration of her people was phenomenal. And I want that for us. I want that for you. And so I cannot wait to build a national area. So some statistics that I wanted to share with you guys is that Leah Carta, she's right here in the Metroplex. She went from 5 offspring sales directors to 27 in 1 year. She had 40 sales directors when she debuted as a national area. It was not her skill. It was her confidence. Heidi Gelzer is another example with a new consultant. She took that new consultant to 12 new sales directors in 4 months. She started with 1 new consultant, built 11 other women in 4 months. Why can't we do that? Why can't we have 8, 10, 12 offspring by Hollywood? Why not? Why not us? What it does, you guys, is it shocks the system. And what you don't realize sometimes when we talked at seminar about how your dream is attached to other people's is that whenever you make the commitment for yourself, look what it does for other people, because other people see it and they're like, oh my goodness, like if she did it, I can do it too. So you spark this fire in other consultants. So your dream is attached to other people, you guys. You are belief for people that don't have that belief yet. You are the creators of that. As we talked about at seminar, you are the dream facilitators. And so that is a really cool thing, but also a responsibility for us just to remember that our dream isn't just about us, but about other people. And I remember sitting next to Debbie Jones, our sales director right here in our studio, and she said to me, Bridget, what your unit did in the last 60 days of the seminar year inspired me that our unit can finish our Cadillac. And she said that just watching you with that confidence and knowing that you were going to make this happen, like it just sparked something in me to say, if she can do that, we can do it too. So see, you guys, you don't know whose dream is attached to yours and who you're going to empower and how God's going to use you. So that's really cool. Okay, so let's talk about our training tonight. I just want to go into a few things. If you look at my notes. Okay, so really our focus tonight, you guys, is thinking about a single activity for multiple activities, for a single focus. Okay, but if you guys are going to hit that mark, okay, if you are going to hit that sales director, if you are going to hit that car, whatever you're working for, the emotional management has got to be there, period. Okay, so I'm going to take you tonight through a little bit of emotional management. And I first want to read you something, and then we're going to talk a little bit about it. And this says, choose to be the example of excellence to others around you. Think about what's most important than how you feel at the moment. Okay, think about that for a second. Think about what's most important versus how you feel in the moment. And girls, that's that confident commitment that you have to your dream, is that in the moment, you might be super emotional, like maybe, like things didn't go your way that day. Maybe somebody canceled you were totally banking on. Maybe something that really was supposed to happen didn't happen. So emotionally, you're like, that stinks. But you still know that the end result is amazing and that you're going to be with me at the private party at Universal Studios, and you're going to be like, this is so worth it. I know I have to get this in order to get to the party, in order to get to Hollywood. So it's okay. So think about what's most important than how you feel in the moment. You've got to sprint right now so you can play. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's just read this to you. Okay. So I want to read this as an example. He says here, poor is a condition and broke is a habit. So we're talking about money right now, just as an example. So when you own your own business, the word broke should never come out of your mouth. What you're really saying is, I'm choosing not to have the money. We have access to the same products that national sales directors do, the same opportunity that national sales directors do. Nothing is different. Being broke is not okay when you own your own business. Being broke is a choice. When Mary Kay surveys people, you know what they say, you guys, and I've told you guys this before, I love it when I tried it, but I don't have access to it anymore. I can't find a consultant. You guys, broke is not something that we should ever hear out of our mouths, because there are tons of women that want this product, that love this product, that need this product. I mean, today alone, I had a $132 facial, and I had about $400 to $500 in reorders today. You guys, women love our products. They love our products, and they want you to service them. Broke should not ever be an option. As long as you live in your memory, that will always be your reality. So you guys, you've got to choose to break that cycle. Sometimes we grew up where we didn't have anything, or maybe that was ingrained in us that we were never going to be anything or do anything. And so we have a conscious choice every day to choose to not allow that to define us and for our future. And so broke habit can be a deserve level issue. A deserve level can change. That's totally fixable. Once you know better, you can do better. You can be a victim of your circumstances, or you can be victorious over your circumstances. So you guys, all that's saying is that, we have a choice every day to be pitiful or powerful, to be a victor or a victim. And so all of you on this have made the commitment to move past that, to be a victor in this situation. So let's talk about the emotions that you are going to go through in this business and how you move past it. Because you guys, honestly, as we run through these, I want you to think about when you hang out in some of these emotions, that's why you haven't moved forward to this point. I have to make a conscious choice every single time I'm in an emotional place of, does this serve me? Does feeling this emotion serve me? Ask yourself that every time. If the answer is no, then that means you need to move on to a new place, to a new thought, okay? Move on to your happy place. That's why our goal posters and our vision boards are so important. Okay, let me get my little thing here. Okay, so let's talk about your emotional cycle as a consultant, all right? So you might want to write these down. Number one is you start with excitement. Now, that can be when you're new. That can be when you set a new goal. You come home from seminar. We're going to go through this cycle multiple times in our business. I mean, hundreds of times in our business over our years, okay? So you start with excitement, okay? You don't even know what you're doing sometimes. You're just having fun. You're excited. You're ready to get going. Okay, right now you guys are excited. You're in your pink bubble. You haven't been home yet very long from seminar, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can still feel the way the Hall of Dreams felt, and I can still see the Nationals in their suits, and it's just like it's still very real right now. So that excitement is there. But number two, the next stage can set in, and that's fear. Okay, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Do I really think I can be a sales director? Are you kidding me? Like, I've never done anything like that before in my life. I've never finished anything I've ever started. What are people going to say? What are people going to think? So that's the stage that you can get in right here, okay, is the fear, okay? Number 3 stage that you can get into is frustration, okay? You have obstacles. We all have obstacles, right? So frustration sets in. You don't know if you can overcome them. You don't know where you're going to find the people. You have postponements. Friends don't book. People say no. Things happen. So that is the frustration side. And that's number 3. Number 4 is shock. Okay. Shock is next. They said it would be easy. They said this stuff sells itself. They said that I could do this in the next 4 to 6 weeks. They said. So we just kind of have that emotion, that shock. Number 5 is denial. We can withdraw. You stop coming to meeting. You cook and clean a lot more. You're filling your time with other things. You take on new assignments at work. You get involved in everything that keeps you away from your Mary Kay business because it makes you sad, right? You're not achieving your dream. Number 6 is you blame. Girls, this is the worst, I think probably one of the worst emotions because we can blame our circumstances on lots of things. We can blame it on, we can blame it on our husbands. We can blame it on lots of different things. But the blame game doesn't serve anybody. And it's always sometimes hard to have that honest conversation with the girl in the mirror. But we are that girl and we must have that honest conversation because it's true that we can't blame anybody but ourselves for where we are. And then we start to settle. That's number 7. We just settle. We just choose to settle. We choose to just stay where we are because that's easy. It's easy to stay where you are. It's easy to stay the same, because as I quote that says, when the fear of remaining the same is greater than the fear of change, we'll do something different. But sometimes we're so easy at rationalizing in our brain that we allow that settling that, we really don't want it anyway. I really don't want to be a sales director. I really don't want to be home with my baby. I really don't need the extra money. I mean, we're making it. That's where we start getting into. And then number 8 is junction. Number 8 is where you will either decide to make it work or you'll give up. You guys, the only way that you can fail in this business is to quit. And none of you are quitters. And so that is the only difference between a successful woman in this business, you guys, is that when they hit that crossroads of like, what do I do? They made the commitment to keep going. They picked themselves back up off their bloody knees and they chose a different path. You guys, I could spend days telling you all my bloody knee stories, but I don't need to. Nobody talked about my bloody knee stories when I was on stage. Nobody talked about my bloody knee stories whenever we were talking about our incredible unit in our year. You guys, they just know. I think the success in this business is not the celebration of the win, but the fact that you kept getting back up. And so therefore the win was possible. That's what I think. And so I think that's more of a victory than it is even to say that we hit this big milestone, was that we picked ourselves back up so many times to make this milestone possible. And then number 9, guess what? It starts all over again. You're excited. You're ready. You're hungry. You're committed. And what you do, you guys, is when you go through this emotional stage in your business, I want you to see these and identify them. Because whenever you go through these stages, then you're going to be able to look back and be like, okay, I'm in shock right now. I'm in denial. I'm playing the blame game. And you're able to move past that. Okay? Move on past that, which is great. And so that's the emotional cycles that you will go through. So you may be laughing right now. You may be saying, ooh, that's me. Ooh, I've been there. Ooh, I've done that. And so that's really funny because it's really, really true. And that is really what we do. So let's talk about when it comes to emotion. I had mentioned this at meeting a little bit a while ago, and I wanted to just share it with you guys again, just a little piece of it because it is so much a part of our success. And each one of you know who you are. And if you've never heard this, then you will be able to identify yourself. But I wanted to mention to you the 5 basic needs of women, or in human nature anyway, but just we're talking about women right now. But all of us have a basic primary need. Okay, some of these may still be secondary, and you may have all these needs, but there's one primary. So we have 5 different basic needs, and there's one girl called the Power and Achievement Girl. She loves the thrill of the win. She thrives on the win. She's hungry for the win. The wins excite her. The win motivates her. So she loves to be in charge. So that girl is power and achievement. She loves a challenge. She loves achievement. She loves breaking records. She loves a sense of accomplishment. They are self-starters, and they don't just do just enough. The enough is never an option. Just enough is never an option. They want to overachieve. So that's a girl like Gloria Mayfield Banks. She's a power and achievement national sales director. She doesn't know how to do anything small. Okay. Then you have your love and belonging basic need. They have a heart for other people. They're people magnets, love helping others, challenge with these people as they cross the line from being a mentor to a rescuer. You ever been a rescuer? We want to save the world, but they don't want to be saved. Isn't it funny? Sometimes we want to help people that don't want to help themselves, right? They mentor, they attract people that are in desperate situations. Rescuers attract victims. Survivors use their imagination. Victims use their memory. Caution them from attracting people who need them and create dependency on them. So they are very people driven. Number 3 is freedom and choice. This girl loves independence. She loves to find her own way, make a way for herself. She wants to create her own path. Don't need a lot of mentoring. They love digging in, and they love the choices that Mary Kate's going to give them. Stacey James, National Sales Director Stacey James, is the epitome of this particular one. And then we have safety and security. This girl loves the process, loves the step-by-step. Not quantum leap people usually love consistency and simplicity. Challenges are they're slow to change. And this girl really says working with them, help them accept change and move on. And one national her name is Lisa Madsen. And they're very much process driven. Okay. And then you have number 5, which is your fun and pleasure girl. And so hear them before you see them. They love to entertain and keep people excited. People love to be in their space. Challenge is something they forget that is a business. Their challenge is something they forget it's a business. They love to have a big party. And so Jen Thetford, one of our nationals, is definitely this personality style, or this basic need, excuse me. So I want you guys to think about tonight your emotional management and where you feel like you get stuck in the hang. Okay, like what emotion do you get stuck in that cycle? And then of your basic need, do you feel like you're meeting that basic need for yourself? I want to help you make sure you're meeting that basic need, because you guys, you need a win. So as we close out tonight, I want to talk to you about a few challenges that I have for you. My challenge for you this week is that you are on this Pink Huddle call because you said you want to move up. And I told you this call wasn't going to be for wimps, and then it wasn't going to be thanking Mary Kay. So number 1, if you have not already turned in your homework, I want that by this evening, because I want to be able to finish coaching calls. We're going to start coaching calls tomorrow and Wednesday. I want 10 to 15 minutes with each of you to talk about very strategically where we are, where we're headed, the timeline for that. So I want you to be thinking, you guys, I want to know, what is your ultimate by Christmas, by the end of the year? And, excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. What is your main goal by the end of the year? And then that's your timeline. And then we're going to talk about the basic skills and the needs that we're going to have to do in order to make that happen, to move that into motion. So my challenge for you over these next 7 days, I want you to move to a new position in the next 7 days. Now, what do I mean by that? A new position, if you're not yet a senior consultant, I want you to add that first team member in the next 7 days. If you are a senior consultant, we want to put you in your red jacket in the next 7 days. If you are already a red jacket, we want to move you into team leader in the next 7 days. You guys, there's no reason why you can't add 1 to 2 new team members in the next 7 days just simply by sharing. This is a numbers business. And so if we want to add 1, we've got to share with 4 to 5 people. If we want to add 2, we've got to share with 8 to 10 people. Okay? And so that is my number 1 focus with each of you this week. That before we go on our Pink Huddle next week, I want all of you to be celebrating a new win in the next 7 days. Okay? A new win. So we really want to focus on that. The other thing that we're going to do is I want you to think about 3 to 5 people in your life that are your biggest cheerleaders. It can be your mom. It can be your daughter, it can be your grandma, it can be your best friend, it can be a coworker. I mean, literally the best 3 to 5 people in your life. I want to schedule a group call with those 3 to 5 people, not to recruit them, but to enlist them to support you in this process. Because you guys, I've talked about before, when you have people that will lift you, empower you, and make you better and understand what you're working for, it makes your world so much easier. Okay, so much easier. So I want to schedule a conference call with you and your closest 3 to 5 people in your life to be able to explain to them what you're doing, where you're going, and that way we're able to enlist them to support you in this journey. So you've got them too, to go with you. And then the other thing I want you to do is focus this week what's called the mental bath. So you guys, you've got to create some new habits in order to move to a new place. So there's a sheet called the mental bath, and I'm going to attach this in an email. And what it is every day this week, you're going to work on getting one new booking every day this week. Now, what does that look like? One new booking can be getting a guest to come to an event. One new booking can be a new facial. That could be a new party. It could be a model for your new project runway makeovers that you want to do in August. It can be a glow and tell model to try our skincare. Every day, your goal is to work until you get one new guest, one new facial, one new something on your day book. Okay, every day. Number 2 is to wake up speaking affirmation, whether it's an awesome scripture you love, whether it's saying something like, I am a fabulous, brand new car driving sales director with Mary Kay. And when I went to Christmas this year with my family, it was so awesome to celebrate these last 5 months that we worked. Girls, you create affirmations are biblical. So you want to create an affirmation. Now we're going to talk about affirmations, but affirmation is just you speaking what you want into existence. It's just talking as if it's already happened. It's called your vision statement. Just really creating your vision and speaking it into existence, because our mind goes to the negative all the time. So we need to be speaking affirmations multiple times a day, not just once a day, but every morning you should for sure be doing that. Number 3 is to listen to the $1 Million Message every day this week. So every single day, you're going to call into the $1 Million Message and listen to the message, okay? And that number is 641-715-3900, and the access code is 44336#. Okay? So that's what you're going to do for the next 7 days. So to recap for tonight, you're going to get me your homework if you have not already done that. We want to schedule your coaching call with me for tomorrow or Wednesday to be able to be clear on where we're headed. Number 3, we're going to schedule a conference call with your key people in your life to be able to get them on board with what you're doing. Okay. Number 4, we are going to move you to a new career level in the next 7 days. I'm going to set up some specific conference calls for you guys to be able to invite people onto this evening to send out to you guys. Okay. And number 5 is you're going to work on your mental bath, staying super engrossed in your Mary Kay family. You're going to listen to the $1 Million Message. You're going to speak your positive affirmation, and you're going to work to get a new booking every single day for the next 7 days. Okay. You guys, none of that is hard. None of that's hard, but do you know what your business will look like in the next 7 days if you got a booking every single day? You moved to a new career path in the next 7 days, and you got your family and your closest people on board. Oh my gosh, you guys, huge. And being very aware of these emotional stages and saying, "Whoop, this is one I don't want to stay in. I gotta move on to something else." Affirmations help with that. Speaking truth, thinking about what it's going to feel like that moment you debut on stage. All those things are something that can get you out of that emotional state. Just always ask yourself, does this thought serve me? Does this emotion serve me? No, it does not. I need to move on. And remember, you guys, if you get stuck in a place, don't be afraid to call me and say, Bridget, I'm not in a good place right now, and I need to talk to you about it. And we'll work through it, because that, you guys, it takes a strong leader to ask for help. So don't be afraid to ask me for help. That is my job. Okay. Now, a couple of things I want to run by you guys. I want you to give me feedback on is we want to do a Google Hangout for the couples. So the men can come on, and Pat's going to be with me, and we're going to talk about the money that you can make in Mary Kay and why he wants to support you in your business. So if you think that would be a great idea and you're open to that, then I want you to just text me and say, hey, I love that idea, and that we will get a Google Hangout scheduled for your sweetie, okay, for you and your sweeties to hop on to. The other thing I wanted for you to help me brainstorm with is on August the 6th, that's our first meeting in August, I would love to have a Project Runway preview party that starts at 7:30. So move our meeting to 7:30 that night and go from 7:30 to 9 and do makeovers and watch the first episode of Project Runway. Pick our favorites. We'll do makeovers. We'll do giveaways. The problem is the studio didn't have a big enough TV for us to do it there. And so I was thinking about maybe renting the hotel where we used to meet because they have a big screen. But I was trying to think of a restaurant or a place that might have a TV, a big TV, maybe somebody that has a pool house, or I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. So if you know of a place, please let me know, because I'm really wanting to do that. If it doesn't work out that way, we can at least do Project Runway makeovers for that night to kick off the first season. But I would really love it if we had a place where we could have that here locally. So just let me know if you guys have any ideas on that. I thought about having it at my mother-in-law's house, but the problem with that is that I don't know that her living room is big enough with consultants and guests. So I want to make sure it's comfortable and nice and all that. So just guys let me know if you have any suggestions on that, and let me know about the Google Hangout for our spouses and see if you guys think that's a good idea. So I hope that you're excited about your new homework. I hope that you're excited about moving up the career path this week, celebrating a win, you guys. The key to your success in these next weeks ahead is going to be celebrating the small wins constantly. Every day you do something new, you're like, awesome, I won. You're like, I did it. Every time you hand out a business card, every time you call somebody, every time you message somebody on Facebook, that is a win, you guys. You're moving forward in your business. So celebrate it. Let your brain celebrate it, because your brain thrives on the win. It needs the win, and so do you. So I hope you guys love that. Now, next week, we're really going to dive into more about very specific time management that you're going to really have to be willing to do based on your current situation. I know everybody's situation is different, but I'm just going to give you some very basic, good, hardcore time management training to help you. And I'm sending you guys a bonus tonight because you are on the Pink Huddle calls and you are committed to these calls. I am sending you an email when we hang up of a red jacket class that Gloria Mayfield Banks just did. It is amazing. It's 30 minutes long. So if you want to take some time tonight after this call and listen to it, you will love it, because I know you guys all love her. Who wouldn't love her? Her energy is infectious. So anyway, I'm going to send that to you guys as a bonus. So you guys are getting special treatment. Nobody else is getting that, only you guys. So don't share it. It's just for you. But it's really for my girls that want to grow, and I think you will really gain a lot as well from this call. So I would love to get your feedback after you listen to Gloria's call to see what was your favorite part and what you gained from it as well. So I thank you guys so much for your time tonight, and I love you guys to pieces. Let's rock this. Let's rock the system. Let's rock the Mary Kay world as we go to the #1 unit, most improved unit in the state of Texas. So I love you guys. Can't wait to celebrate with you in Hollywood, Universal Studios, Rodeo Drive. Oh my goodness, we will be Pretty Women for sure. So you guys have an awesome night. Love you. Bye-bye.